Apple, the biggest company in the world and infinite source of memes, is going to make a car that will either be fully self-driving or all-electric, but considering it is Apple we are talking about, it will probably be both. You might be thinking Apple doesn't have the experience to do something as massive as building a car, but if Apple has anything, it's money, and you can buy a lot of experience with a lot of money. So you have to look closely and examine any and all rumors that are about Apple, because if you jump to the conclusions too fast, you might look very silly in the future. So today, we are discussing the rumored Apple car. Is it really happening? What it could look like? What advantages will it have compared to other car manufacturers? And last but definitely not least, can Apple beat Tesla in their own game? These are the questions we will answer, so relax, pay attention, and enjoy the video. Apple car, reality or myth? Let's go back in time to the year 2015. Back then, Apple was doing its thing when a rumor started spreading. Some people living close to Apple HQ saw a black van that had this funny thing on its roof, and the rumor started spreading that Apple might be working on a self-driving car. At first, this rumor didn't have much traction because many dismissed the van as another van that helps Apple gather Street View for their map application. Move forward a few years, and just a few months ago, it was revealed that Apple started working on a potential self-driving car back in 2014, meaning that the initial rumors were closer to the truth than anybody thought. Apple's car development process is named Project Titan. There were a lot of rumors back in 2015 on the possibilities of the Apple car. It started with creating software that could give cars the ability to drive without a driver. Then the rumors got a bit more down to earth, and they suggested that Apple was making a type of infotainment system with full Siri integration and a closer connection to iPhone. And that same rumor suggested that Apple was then going to sell the infotainment system to one of the big car makers like BMW or Ford. And then, all of a sudden, these rumors went away, and in their place came the rumor that Apple was making a full vehicle that would have the ability to drive itself with little to no help from the driver. These reports are from this year, and some of the sources claim that Apple will introduce their car to the world as early as next year, and they will launch it sometime in 2024. So believe it or not, like it or not, the Apple car is closer to reality than any of us might have thought. There are also rumors that more than 1,000 people are already working on this project since 2016. You might think that's a lot, but you'd be wrong because designing a car is a very complicated process. Imagine designing a car while mainly being a software company and having no experience in doing so. That number will most likely go up if the rumor is true. Considering the depth of pockets Apple has, it has already hired many experienced people from Ford, GM, and even Tesla. But there is still a lot more we don't know about, so let's speculate a bit. What could the Apple car look like? If unraveling of Cybertruck taught us anything, it's to never theorize about a potential design of a car, ever. But oh well, here we go again. Just like Tesla, Apple is, or at least was, an innovator in its own right. Never forget the revolution they brought about when they introduced the iPhone. Lately, they are more focused on improving the quality of that iPhone than inventing something crazier. But the innovative spirit is still there, and will be there for the foreseeable future. So the reason I talk this much about Apple's innovative spirit is that they could do the same thing Tesla did with the Cybertruck, because they are as crazy as those in Tesla HQ. This means that speculating on what it will look like might be impossible at this point. If we get a sneak peek in the following months or concept arts of it, then we might be able to do something about it. But doing it now is just a waste of time. All I can say is that it'll probably be white. Can it succeed? Apple is one of the few companies that revolutionized the way we live, and also pretty greedy and funny sometimes, so the spectrum of how good the Apple car might be is very large. However, let's be optimists. If anything, Apple knows how to do software magic. Even if the car looks pretty bad, the infotainment system will most definitely be as fun as Tesla. Having the branding of the biggest company in the world and having millions of loyal customers already guarantees that you will sell a large number of cars the day you announce it. Having your car fully integrated with your iPhone can be one more big advantage, but the intrigue with the Apple car comes when talking about its alleged self-driving feature. Apple is good at many things, especially software, but is that enough to revolutionize the transportation industry? That is a much harder question to answer, and only time will tell. But if we know anything about self-driving, it's the fact that it's very hard to do. Tesla has been working on it probably since its inception, and they are doing a pretty good job, but they are nowhere near a full self-driving point. This is the part where I mention once again the deep pockets and the history of Apple to prove everybody wrong. So leave that self-driving development for the future, and let's discuss the big problem Apple will inevitably have when they start the manufacturing process. And that is, of course, the manufacturing process. As you know, Apple is not a car company, it is more of a software plus computer company. The biggest thing they've ever built is that Apple stand selling for $1,000. So even if Apple develops a fully self-driving car, the building of that car will still be a problem. There are two ways Apple can go and solve this problem. There is the Tesla way and the smart way. The Tesla way will be to start building a factory from scratch, spending billions in the process, and after a long time they will be making cars on their own. And that is the easy part. The hardest part would be to manufacture their cars at scale. Apple cars, however bad they might be, will still have a lot of demands. More than 10-year-old Tesla still can't meet its demands. Imagine how hard it will be for Apple to do it. But Apple isn't Tesla, and they can choose to go with the second option and make a partnership with an already established and successful car company. That could be BMW, Ford, Hyundai, or Toyota. The quality and scalability of Toyota, for example, combined with the innovation and the hype Apple can bring with their self-driving feature, could be yet another revolution coming in our way. But whatever the case, one thing is for certain, Apple Car and its self-driving system will not be open source. There is no chance of that, considering you don't have the right to repair an iPhone, let alone reverse engineer it. So, unlike Tesla, Apple will keep all of its secrets tightly to its chest. Apple Car versus Tesla Car. Yes, we are comparing a hypothetical car to one of the best cars on the market, but hey, isn't it fun? So, is there an advantage Apple cars might have that no Tesla does? Well, we already pointed out the massive fan base Apple has. There is also the software development factor, and Apple knows how to do that. And that's about it. Even if Apple launches its car in 2024, which might just be a rumor, Apple will still be 12 to 15 years behind Tesla in development, experience, and expansion. For example, Tesla already has 2.5 gigafactories, Apple has none. And that is a big deal if you want to make a successful car business. Whichever point you look at it from, Apple has enough brain and money power to make the Apple Car work, and not just work, but revolutionize the future of transportation. We would probably expect something to laugh at from Apple cars, but we wouldn't be that surprised if they pull it off and make our jaws drop to the floor. So, tell me, what do you think? Do you think Apple can pull it off and make a new iCar that will blow our minds? Or do you think they won't be able to do it? You know where to write your opinion, and you know how to let us know if you liked our video. Also, consider subscribing if you want us to make better and better content in the future. Thank you for watching.